says it's live. Why is my live not on? Can't see myself on the iPad. Well, I won't be able to read chat if I can't get it up here. Come on. There's my live. Okay. Alright, now I can see chat. Good. Okay. The first thing I want to do today... Last time I got random characters spawning in. So today I want to, first of all, try and get these spaced out a little better, so that they're not just randomly positioned. And then I want to set up trying to keep track of everyone. Alright. Kind of just randomizing their position based on that. I want to get a little bit more sophisticated. Okay. We have player count. I can just use that because I'm increasing it by 1. Okay. I'm going to move this in there. And then we'll call spawn pool up free all players. I'll make it public. Okay. Player count of 0. Now, what would be a suitable way to do this? Let's write a function that does it for me. Keep this clean. Returning vector 3. Okay. So let's do that, and then set new player dot position equals get next player spawn position. If if player count, not player count, let's be silly and fancy. We're just gonna do that. If player count is less than 7, then distance is 2. then var next player spawn position as a vector 3, and I'll return it. Just get rid of this stupid error message. Okay. Elif player count is less than 21. Distance is 4. Alright. So, based on the value of player count, I'm going to be setting theta equals tau divided by 6 times player count. Player count times tau over 6. And I could subtract 1 from that, but there's no point. That's just adding another operation for no reason. Okay. And then if it's between 7 and 20, that's going to be I don't know. Let's do 12. Yeah, let's do 12. I'd probably also want to add like a little bit of an offset angle to make it not equal to that. So do plus 0.5. Something like that. Then basically just do that. I don't need this. That might work. Let's see. Should spawn the first person in the middle, and then the next 6 people in a circle around them, and then the next 12 in a circle around that. Ho ho ho! I am good at math. Now it's not 20 yet, so I could add more. I could do another circle. 2 people merging together. Looked kind of funny. I am so good at math. Okay, let's do double that, so 24. This actually needs to be less than 19. Add 24, we get 43. Yes. Distance is 6. Tau over 24, and we remove the 0.5 offset. And that should still remain true. And I'll increase max players to 6 plus 12 plus 24 is 42. Yeah. I should be able to do 3 full rings of players around the start. It's a little grossly uniform, but I don't mind that. Okay, I have one hole here. What? Why do I have a hole? Oh, because of the one in the middle. Wait, wouldn't that make all these one higher as well? Hmm. There. That's definitely, like, a lot. Probably not going to need to do more than that. Make sure that everybody has, I guess, their own little space. What is this? Okay. So that was pretty easy. Now, this script is really only responsible for spawning people into the 3D game world. I'm not sure if I don't really want to bundle that with, like... Okay. I'm going to return the character body 3D from here. Terminal. Okay. I like that much better than just random positioning, so I can get rid of the random positioning. Okay, so I'm returning it when I spawn it. That'll make it easier to keep track of who it is, because I need to do that. Right now I'm just kind of doing an input UI accept spawn player. Realistically, that would come from probably a global node. Or I'll have a node in the scene tree that's reading messages that are coming in. That will be responsible for doing that. Okay. I kind of just want the game manager to be responsible for, like, the overall flow. I don't want it to manage players. Players is where they're being, like, folded into. Where am I adding you? Players add child, yeah. So they're all spawning under here. I could make players node responsible for keeping track of them. Just that. Let's do that too. There's probably more. these two as well. We'll start in a timer. Okay. I also need to activate the spawn pool with... No, I don't. Never mind. I was gonna say I need to have players already existing, but I don't think I want to do that. Okay. I kind of made the spawn pool more as a visual element. But yeah, the players node is what's really managing who's playing the game. I'm going to attach a script there. What do we need to put in here? Yeah, I can just be called players, that's fine. Player manager. Player manager. Okay. Sure, Node 3D is fine. Now, this is going to need to be able to do that. Oh, I didn't have that as a unique name. Oh, how silly of me. I can be so lazy sometimes. I'm gonna rename this. Alright, does anybody else have a broken reference? You. Let's have this pivot camera. That should be fine. Okay. Back to the player manager. Spawn pool. Can be private. That's fine. This is where I'm going to put the input testing thing now. Because I'm going to be experimenting with func. Player joined. Something like that. And then that's what's going to be called when I press spacebar. Okay. I'm going to need a dictionary. Player information dictionary, I guess. Now, when they join, the only thing I really need is their username, but I'm probably going to want to get more than that from them. Who knows? Username. It's called a unique ID, I think. It's the terminology that they use. Unique ID for now, just for testing purposes. Then I'm going to say player info unique ID equals and that's I'll make another dictionary containing all of that player's information. So they're gonna have, I don't know, points. I don't know what we're gonna be using for that. 0 to start. What else? Their, I want to say avatar, character, and this is spawn pool dot spawn player. Is that what it's called? Spawn player. Yes. Okay. So I have a reference to their 3D model and how many points they have. I prefer that reversed order, not that it matters in a dictionary. Now, this can only happen if the spawn pool has room. Has room for more. I already wrote it because I'm really awesome at that. So, if not spawn pool dot has room for more, return. Don't let anybody join if there's no room. Yes. If there is room, then they get made a entry into the player info dictionary containing their character model and their points, and probably more information. But that is sufficient for now. I'm also going to store that color. How can I do that? I want this. Where do I do that? I did that in the character script. Generate the random color. I want that information. Okay. Var color. Say color equals that. Set that color. Okay. Let's just make it public. That's fine. I'm going to be setting it and getting it anyway. Oh, setting is gonna be, let's do set new color. Color equals new color. And that. What did I do wrong? Expected bracket after parameter name. I forget how to write these stupid things. Func. Okay. I'm making private because I hate using getter and setters. Set color. New color. Don't need to return anything. And that. There. Let's take that out of there, put that there. Okay. First, making the mesh and material unique, randomizing the color. And change this to set color. I gotta stop mixing US and Canadian spelling. There. It's a little simpler. Make that unique, randomize the color, set that color like that. Good enough. Alright, the whole point of this was that I wanted to save that color in the dictionary. So func get color and return color. I like my getters before my setters. Now the player manager is going to do can I'm creating the entry right now. I can't access it. Player info, unique ID, color equals unique ID, character, get color. That should work. Okay. I know there's some sort of built-in function in Godot that can just I'm just gonna unique I'm just going to rely on randomness to produce a unique identifier then. String rand I range between 1 and 1,000,000. Okay. Player manager. I knew there was going to be more broken links. Okay. So, player manager has a player info dictionary that is empty. People join. We have player 179022, which has a link to their character, their 0 points, and their color. And it is the correct color. And we have another one with purple, another random number, and another one with that. I don't even know what to call that. Turquoise. Pink. Seems to be working beautifully. Okay. Starting to be able to manage my players. Now, what else? Testing purposes only. Okay. So now they have a character model, points, and a color. And entering the dictionary. At some point, I'm going to have to remove people who are not actively playing. Remove player. Player info dot erase unique ID string unique ID. I hate writing one-line functions. Seems like a waste. But it is for the purpose of abstraction. What else? Players will be able to change color. Color, void. I don't think I should enforce any kind of uniqueness. It doesn't matter, especially not yet. So this is a color, and this is unique ID string. So this player wants to change to this color. Player info dot unique ID, square brackets, dictionary entry, and then color equals new color, and player info unique ID character dot set color new color. And we can say I want to be this color and change to whatever color they want. Instead of staying as their randomly generated color. Alright. What else do I want to do? Now the leaderboard is going to need to display I'm probably going to make that so sorting players based on their points is going to be pretty easy to figure out. But first thing I want to do is probably put a background on this and a scroll view. So let's color rect for now. Call that leaderboard. And scroll view. Scroll container. That's what I was thinking. Then the scroll container will contain the vertical box container with all of the names. Okay. This is going to be a full rect situation, as is this. Horizontal is disabled, vertical only. Put on auto. The VBox container with all the labels. This is outside the theme, that's why it's not showing up very well. There we go. Why is it offset? Okay, that's the full size of the thing. I think this is expanding because these labels are not clipping clip text. Trim characters. Can use ellipsis, that's fine. Now where did they go? Now they're all shrunk. No, it's... Why are you bigger than you should be? There, now you fit inside the window. There we go. That's what I wanted. Let's get rid of these dummy labels. Do these have anything set on them? Actually, this might not be a... That's not going to be a vertical box. It's going to be a grid. Two columns. Three columns? Three columns. The labels don't need anything fancy other than clipping. I can set that through code. Okay, let's delete all of you. Do you have a show lead? No, you don't. Go to leaderboard. Void. Leaderboard. Make you unique. And do that. Okay. Now, my it's kind of bright. Gray for now until a UX person tells me what color it should be. 3 columns. Okay. Now, add a script to this. Leaderboard. Okay. I'm not using it as a color rect. For now, it is a control. Until I decide what it is. It might be a color rect, it might be an image, it might be nothing. I don't know. Okay. Clear. Let's do that first. Now the VBunks container is actually a grid container now. Let's grab that. Grid. And should I make a prefab of label? Maybe. Or label. Label. Bunk. Ready. Void. Okay. First, for label, for child in grid.getChildren, child.queueFree. Get rid of everything. We're gonna need activate. Void. Gonna need this as well. Call that players. So I can access all of the player information to generate everything, which will be done there. Okay. First thing, when activated, we're going to clear it and reproduce it from scratch. That might not be the best solution, but it is the easiest. Okay. All I wanted to do in ready was make label equals label.new, label.clip text equals true, and label.trim? What's it called? There's a label. I need a label. Text overrun behavior is what I'm trying to access. Text. I hate the fact that that is right next to my X key. text overrun behavior equals trim character. Okay. That should make sure that people's long usernames don't cause any problems. Then I'll be able to just, when I'm generating the contents of the leaderboard, instantiate this label and say what it says. Okay. For rank int, when I clear, I'll do rank equals 0. Rank plus equals 1. Grid dot add child or player in players dot player info. It's not a function. Label text is prefab and new label. Okay. New label equals label prefab dot instantiate. So now it should be its own thing that I can modify without affecting the prefab. Set it to string of rank and then add it to the grid. And do that 3 times. This one is player dot and this one is player points with quotation marks. And that is obviously stringified. Okay. I did nothing to actually rank them based on their points. How should I do that? They're just stored in a dictionary. Do I like... put them in... do like an insertion sort? Maybe? Put them in an array and then use the array to generate the leaderboard? Let's see. Seems like the most reasonable thing to do. Ranking. array of strings. Probably going to get rid of that. When I clear, do ranking dot clear. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. This will be for I for rank in ranking dot size. Do rank plus 1. Ranking rank. And then this becomes players at index ranking rank points. Yes. Now, I just need to get rid of, or get the ranking array populated with everyone sorted by points. Just putting their names in the array in order. So find who has the most points. Put them in first. And then, oh, this is not going to be a very efficient algorithm. I mean, it's not going to matter. There's only going to be like 20 people. It doesn't matter if it's efficient. Okay. Now, for player and player, or points int. I do want to, I want everybody to have a rank, so let's do points equals -1 while points is -1. If not, if ranking dot has player continue. So if they're already ranked, skip them. If player points is greater than points, then points equals player. What even is that? Dictionary? Points is... Wait, I have to do players dot player info player points, I think. Points is this. And that will keep going up until it finds the person with the most points who isn't ranked yet. And then once the for loop is done, it searched through every player and found the one with the most points. So if points is not equal to -1, it has found somebody to rank. Then we're going to do ranking dot pushback players no, just player. Pushback player. Okay. Players not identified because I'm out. That's why I did that. That's something as string. Player. Okay. So who owns this? Player equals player. So we're saving that person's name. Probably didn't need to use the -1 thing. I can just say if the player is nothing, then didn't find anybody. If player, I know try player. Okay. Let's put it back. Now, should this be not equal to? And start it at something else like -2. I don't know, I'm just confusing myself now. Going through every player, if they are ranked, skip them. If they have more points than the current value of points, say they are currently the highest, and then after this for loop, points contains the number of points that player has the player's name. I don't need to generate the array, I can just make the entry there. Maybe I'm overcomplicating this. But whatever, let's get this figured out. So by the end of the for loop, I have number of points the player has and the player's name. Or, if it didn't find anybody, it should be there's got to be a simpler way to do this. So if points isn't anything other than -1, that means I found somebody to rank with the highest points, and I put them on the array. So, func rank players void func populate grid void, and call these separately layers populate grid. Okay, so I put them back. Then I want the loop to go again until it can't find anybody. Maybe I should bar player found bool while player found equals true. Player found equals false. Player found equals true if player found push back player. Then that makes more sense. This just makes it get past the first while loop. This is the equivalent of a do while loop. Set it back to false. Look through every player. Get the one with the top score that hasn't been ranked yet. Add them to the array. And then points equals -1. I do still need to set points equals to -1 at the start. Actually, just do it there, and then I don't need to do it down here. That should work. Then I populate the grid. I don't like doing those separate, but logically it does make a little bit more sense to do them separate. Alright, I'm not going to be able to test the leaderboard because everybody will have 0 points unless I just generate people with random points. That's a way I could test it. Point points. Get rid of that. Do points as randi range between 0 and 100. Sure, that'll work. Oh. Oh. How are the grid columns going to be sized? Because I want the name column to expand. So when I create an entry, probably gonna have to set specifically the one that is their name. Oh, I might need to change some of this actually. For rank and ranking.size, rank +1. Ranking at index rank. No, that's right. Okay, but new label dot container sizing? No? What is that called? Label layout. Container sizing. Horizontal. I think I need to check this. Size flags horizontal. Okay. Expand and fill. I think that will get the effect I want. We'll see. Okay, so I'm generating people with random amounts of points. I just need the game manager to go to the spawn pool and then what is causing the scene change? I want to go to the leaderboard immediately from the spawn pool. You're starting a timer, countdown 30. Then what happens? Get next corresponding position. Okay. Let's do it manually with another input function. Func input event void if event.is action pressed. I'll use down, sure. Go to leaderboard. I'll call activate, which will rank everybody based on their points. Okay. That should be sufficient. Let's run. Okay. Spawn a bunch of people. Oh, what's the leaderboard is not hidden. Visible equals false. Oh, it's not. Duh. True. No. Non-existent function instantiated base label. Because it's not a packed scene. I get so many goddamn emails. Okay. Funk. Make new label. Label. Okay. I don't have a deactivate function. Deactivate void visible equals false. Okay. Instead of doing instantiate, I'm just calling make new label. Sure, let's try that. Nope. Invalid access to property or key, blah 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 on object of 3D. Okay, so players ranking rank is not letting me access points. Theoretically, it is ranking the players though. Let's check the remote tree for that. Where's my leaderboard? Leaderboard ranking. It ranked everybody. I don't know if it's the correct ranking, but it ranked everybody. Okay. So ranking, rank, produces a, should be a string. Is it though? String. Should be a string. It should be enforced as a string because I said it's a string. I don't think that was the bug. Make new label. New label. Should be able to see that too. We have label, no text. Oh, that's the one I made before. I should have deleted it. One, their name. It's the points that's not. So I'm accessing key this on base object of type node 3D. Oh, player info. That's all it was. Down. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. Um. What he's looking at? Jeez. 1 1 1 2 2 4 6 9. $85. Where's the 85? I don't see an 85. Okay. Um. I have a feeling they're just getting squished down to nothing horizontally. No. Still not displaying properly. One, 2197528. Just that number there. So where's the 1? You have an X size of 1 pixel. And the 66 points as well, size of 1 pixel. So I'm correct that they're being shrunk down to nothing. Let's get rid of that line. The columns will now just be evenly spaced, which is not what I want. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's get rid of this dummy label. I should have gotten rid of that a long time ago and go back to that. That wasn't necessary. What's your problem? It's intended to work with a single child node. It does have a single child node. Great. Oh, you're invisible. Scroll container, grid container. Okay, let's do this a silly way. Just put 999. How big is that? 94. Let's change this to where did it go? 99999. Let's not go crazy. Let's do 4 digits. 125. Delete. Okay. Back in the script. Get rid of that. And just put new label dot custom minimum size dot x equals 100 and what did I say? 125. Okay. Oh, and put this expand back on the name. Okay, that's a little bit better. It does display all the information it needs to in a legible way. It is ranking people based on points correctly. I'm not sure how I feel about having the points all the way over there, but I'll worry about the formatting and stuff later. It needs to just be functional right now. Let's get rid of these instantiate lines. Okay. That is basically functional for now. When I activate it, I'm going to want to let's add a timer node. And then this will be a one shot. And we'll say we'll grab a reference to it. No, I don't want to use a timer. Get rid of that. It's too annoying. When you activate, the screen is completely black and it fades in. And I know that this emits, well, turn twin finished. Okay. Get tree dot create timer 2 seconds timeout. Just wait that. Then auto await auto scroll await the same timer, and then fade back out and do next thing. For now, I will worry about how to do that later. Auto scrolling. We're going to need access to the scroll container. Okay. Auto scroll. Let's make that a private function. Rank players populate grid. Clear. Let's put clear at the top. Because it's the first thing I do when I activate. I want to deactivate with activate. Also, clear should be private. That should rank players. And populate grid. Okay. So what did I put a hyphen there for? Okay. auto scroll will be bottom down here. Let's get rid of all that annoying noise. Auto scroll, funk, auto scroll, void. Actually, signal, turn. No. Yes. Signal, scroll, finished. Pixels, eh? I suppose I do know. I know the size, and I know the size of the screen. So I'm just gonna have it like scroll up until it hits the bottom. When I activate, scroll dot scroll. Is it called scroll vertical? Scroll vertical equals 0. I want to use the process function for this. Bunk, process, delta, etc. Okay. So instead of var is scrolling bool, if not is scrolling return. So we're just gonna do scroll finished is scrolling equals true. Wait, scroll finished. Then just 2 seconds and fade out. Get rid of this. Not gonna use that. Okay. How would I know if it is done? And how fast am I gonna move it? Let's define a scrolling speed. As a float set to 1. Vertical, no, scroll dot vertical, scroll vertical plus equals delta scroll speed times delta, and then if I'm gonna cheat this, var previous position. Float. Int. Float. Int. Int. If it's scrolling, previous scroll position equals scroll dot scroll vertical, then if scroll dot scroll vertical is equal to the previous scroll position, meaning it didn't move, it is at the end, so scroll finished emit. If it didn't move, it's done scrolling. So I can emit the signal, which will do the thing. Let's just try it out. I probably messed something up, but I'll see. Let's max out the number of players. Really fill up that leaderboard. Go to the leaderboard. We have 26 on screen. It's been 2 seconds and nothing happened. Okay. Scroll container. Your scroll vertical 30 pixels. Yeah, like obviously it can move. Why aren't you moving? Maybe it's just because I... Holy crap, it needs to go really far. It might just because the speed is so low and then I'm rounding to an integer. So let's do 100. 100 pixels a second. That might even be too low. Hey, that's exactly what I wanted. It's just too slow. Look at that bar go. And when it hits the bottom, it's gonna say fade out. After 2 seconds of staying at the bottom. Yes. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's do... How long should it be? I think multiplying that by 10 is going to be too much. Let's see, the height of the thing is 1920. Let's do 192. First of all, does it work if there's nothing to scroll through? It'll display for 4 seconds, yeah? Yeah, okay. Let's max it out and display the leaderboard. That's reasonable. That's very reasonable. I like it. Need to like work on the layout. Obviously it's ugly, but it works. I can easily adjust the scroll speed. There's no need to bother with that. Okay. What else can I do? I need to figure out how to go back. After this, I'll probably go back to the... Probably just go back to the spawn pool. So, I guess the easiest thing to do would just be to emit a signal. Let's say signal finished, and then finished dot emit. Game manager will await no, just connect it here. Well, I'll do it in ready. Leaderboard dot finished dot emit. No. Dot connect. Go to spawn pool. And podium. Signal finished. Game manager. Podium dot finish dot connect. Go to leaderboard. I'll basically just have a bunch of signal connections say go here, go here, go here, go here, go here, and repeat ad infinitum. Forever. But yeah. My leaderboard is functionally complete. I need to... I don't have leaderboard to deactivate, obviously. Leaderboard dot deactivate. And then I need... Okay, spawn pool should be doing its own thing. Game manager shouldn't tell spawn pool what to do. When you activate, you should free all the players. Okay. Probably want to have these automated so I don't have to keep adding every time I add a scene. I have to deactivate everything. It's kind of annoying. There we go. So instead the game manager would just emit a signal saying deactivate everything and then activate the one that it is on. Okay. But I am making some good progress. Let's see. Do that. It should go back to the spawn pool after automatically. Yes. And then I can make more players. Excellent. Finished is never used. Yes, I know. Narrowing conversion. Warning, ignore. What's it called? Narrowing conversion. I know. I know. Might be a little too slow, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I think that was really good, successful leaderboard implementation. What else should I do? Activate, accept victors as an array of character bodies. Victors.pop 3 times. Put them on the podium. Have them position and rotate to match. I'm going to do a dance or something. Show congratulations. Make sure the camera is looking at them. Probably do some like confetti effect or something. Let's look at that. Okay, it's like tiny. Podium camera. It's like that. Let's put a mesh instance. Call this the ground. Actually, let's just copy this. Copy. Paste. Make a ground. I feel like I should be saving these as scenes. Anyway. Go back to having the percentage sign. Didn't mean to click that. Okay. So, from here, I want to probably add some particle effects. Particle. GP particles. Draw pass? No. Process material. Where is the actual particle? I always forget where it is. Drawing? No. Maybe it isn't drawing. Just do sphere. Obviously I won't be able to see it. What do I want to do with my particles? It's gonna be a one shot. Ah. Okay. Let's. Um. I want to do confetti. Let's do confetti. Be quad. Explosiveness, all the way one. Randomness. Let's make this much, much smaller. Actually, no, leave that. Don't need collision. Don't need any of that. Don't really need trails. No. Particles rotating around the y-axis. Particles will not move on the z. Change speed for the damping properties. Sure. Position. Mission shape. Point is fine. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just see what that does. Still nothing. Let's add some velocity first. -1. Actually, let's do +1. Make it point in the z direction. Or y direction. Spread 45. Velocity pivot. I don't know what that does. Initial velocity. Okay. 1 to 10. Okay, okay. Getting somewhere. I want to spawn it rotated randomly. Is that what that does? Yes, okay. Angular velocity. -1 to +1? That seems really low. -10 to +10. Doesn't seem to do anything. Might just be too low. What's angular velocity? It's like spinning. doubt it's measured in degrees, but we'll try that. Directional velocity. 10, 10. Negative 10 to positive 10? No. I don't want negative velocity direction. That's fine. Orbital velocity? I don't know how to use that. Radial velocity, I don't know. Velocity limit. Accelerations. It's fine. Linear acceleration. Radial acceleration, tangential acceleration, damping. Damping is something I probably want. Okay, scale. Let's do 0.1 to 0.2. Scales will not change. That doesn't make any sense for confetti. Color. I just like say completely random. Hue variation. Yes. Animation. Turbulence. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Okay. Let's see what I have. The spread is way too big. Come on. There. Not getting that color. Where's my spread? I need to collapse some things. There's way too much stuff expanded. There's my spread. Make that 15. Okay, that's a little bit more like confetti. Initial velocity needs to be higher. It shouldn't be 0. Let's do 10 to 20. And we'll add damping so that it's not just going to shoot way off into nowhere. Let's do 10 to 20. Yeah, okay. The damping is counteracting the velocity way too much. Mission shape offset, I don't think so. Shape scale, it's just a point anyway. This is measured in degrees. It's so bizarre to use degrees. Velocity, direction goes up. What is flatness? That won't matter on a point. Initial velocity, 10 to 20. Negative 180 to positive 180. Directional velocity. Orbital velocity. I don't know what that does. Okay, I'm gonna reduce gravity, I think, to by a factor of 10. shouldn't really affect. Yeah, you don't want confetti to like. Let's do 10 seconds though. That's a lot better. Linear acceleration. I'm using the damping for that. Scale's fine. I tried to use hue variation, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Right now all of the quads are just like rotated on the y-axis only. I want it to be rotated and rotating on all the axes. I don't want to use a shader. I would think angular velocity would. Let's try orbital. I don't. And radial. Just totally all over the place. Let's see what that does. Ah! Okay, no. That didn't do anything good. Those aren't angles. That's why. Yeah, they're like weird. Let's get rid of orbit. Are you gonna trigger? Come on. 1 second. There. It's still being weird. So it wasn't the orbital, it's the radial. There's velocity. 0, 0. Yeah. Apparently. Radial velocity is the one that's making it act weird. Negative 10 to positive 10. I still don't know what that does. Just gonna ignore it. Velocity limit, I don't think that's necessary. Good with the gravity. Linear acceleration. Negative 10 to positive 10, see what it does. It doesn't really make sense for confetti to do that. 10 to positive 10. Weird. Where was I? Radial acceleration. Get rid of that. I don't want it. Tangential acceleration. Let's see what that does. Oh, whoa, that is bizarre. pretty weird. Tangential, where are you? Let's get rid of that. Damping, already did that. Attractor interaction. Particle attractors is enabled in 3D. Attraction only occurs within the area defined. Visibility ABB. I do not know what that means. I used scale to shrink things down, but I'm going to shrink them down even more. Let's go. Because this is meant to be confetti. But we want to go around and view from the camera's perspective. That's nice. Still not satisfied with the rotation. Confetti. And the color, obviously. Don't want scale changing. Color ramp. Each particle's color will vary along this texture D over its lifetime. It's hue variation. I don't know. I'm gonna do this. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Yep, bad. Okay. Oops. Make sure these are at 333 and 0.667. There we go. We have a nice color thingy. Still nothing. What the hell? Color initial ramp, alpha curve. I don't want an alpha. I just want. I don't know what this does, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Animation. Let's try that again. Still nothing? Still nothing. Why aren't you having color? Each one is a variant of one of the screens. Oh, over its lifetime. I don't want over its lifetime. Initial color. I think that's what I wanted. Still nothing. Ooh, emission. Okay, maybe it's something to do with this. Because you don't have the material? Oh, now it's white. Maybe the material on this is just overriding everything I'm doing. What if I... Skin. No. Come on, how do I get the color on that particle? just change this. Is it gonna be blue now? No. Drawing. What am I missing here? Just gonna add even more. That's crazy. 100 was probably fine. 192. Just keep using that number. And go with lifetime 10 seconds. Do confetti left, confetti right. Let's do 303 at 30 degrees. Negative 303 at negative 30 degrees. Perfect. Let's see how it looks on camera. This hasn't been 10 seconds yet. Come on, come on, come on. Nothing? 10 seconds is too long. It's not bad. Not bad. Collision base size. Can I add process material collision rigid? Friction, bounce, use scale. Let's see how that works. They gonna hit the ground? No, they don't hit the ground. What's the point of that? Hide on contact? No. Rigid. What does rigid do? Collision rigid. GP particle collision 3D ounce. Friction? So, one. Let's see what happens. Boom. No, they still don't hit the ground. I don't know what the point of having collision on is if it doesn't hit the ground. Just gonna turn it off. Turbulence. True turbulence for the pros. 3D noise pattern. I don't care about that. Really confused why the color's not working. rotation. Angular velocity should be not an angle, no? It doesn't look that bad. If it was colorful, it would be better. Let's try that again with that as a higher value. Collision, rigid. See if that made a difference. No, they still just go through the floor. I don't... Do you have collision? What's going on here? Your collision layers are set. Collision shape is world boundary, so it should catch everything. That was dumb. Collision shape. Box. Okay. This. Oh, what? Right. Game manager. Well, I don't have to get rid of all that, just that. Go to podium. And then podium. Let's put you way up there. Make sure that is colliding with the floor. Nothing's happening. Node not found, congrats. From podium, because it's not in this scene. Okay, get review for now. Why don't I just play this scene? Nothing? Because there's no lights and camera. Oh, there is a camera, but no lights. Activate. Expects arguments. Of course it does. Okay. Okay. The box is colliding with the floor. That's all I wanted to know. So, why the confetti won't collide with the floor for some reason? I don't know why. I'm just gonna give up on trying to figure that out. So collision off, collision off. I can't seem to color it either. It's always just white. Why are you just white? Get rid of that. Inherent velocity ratio. Pivot point is calculated rate of velocity. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Multiplies particle versus vertex colors. To have a visible effect on base material 3D, color it uses albedo must be. Okay. Draw. Material. Standard material. Color. Where is that setting? Vertex color uses albedo. Ah, finally. Got some color. Okay. Color ramp, I think it needs to be reset. I only want to initialize the color, not change the color over time. They look kind of dark. They're not bright and vibrant. Hue variation? What's that do? Oh. I don't know if that was just randomization, but it looks nice. I really need to read the descriptions on things very carefully. Why is it not emitting anymore? Anyway, got that sorted. Let's collapse that. Orientation face Z. Eh, that doesn't really matter. Skin. Ah. Could probably get rid of that. Anyway. Make Make sure it still works. Yes. I don't know if this actually did anything. Let's try it without it. I think that's good enough. I don't like that it just disappears into the ground. But it's just a silly victory thing. Might try to do fireworks behind as well. Why do you hate me? Seriously, like, emit. Emit. Whatever. Delete that. Duplicate that. Confetti left. Put you at -3, -30 degrees. And that was beautiful. I'm gonna grab references to these. And get tree dot create timer 2 seconds dot timeout. Wait. And confetti left dot emitting is true. 1 more second. Right equals true. Wait. 5 seconds. And then finished. Dot emit. And game manager sets podium finish to go to the leaderboard. Perfect. Let's see if that worked. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. First, second, third. Declared but ever used, obviously. Show camera.current is true. Was I running the wrong scene? Yes. Still have that box in there. That is gorgeous. And then it goes to the leaderboard. Displays nothing because there's no players. Perfect. Should I give this... I want to avoid having multiple canvases. Alright, I didn't realize it's afternoon. I need to have a lunch break. don't think I want to go through all that again just to make a firework particle effect. I think this is sufficient for proof of concept of just having the confetti. I can get rid of that block. And then displaying the leaderboard. And then go into the spawning pool. Almost got like the full flow going already. I just need to get one of the games working. Alright, where's that block? Get rid of that. So I have this activating with that, but I don't know if that's really necessarily the best way to do that. Like it'd be better to maybe just emit a signal with an array of names, and then the podium can grab information from the player manager to do the rest of its job. Congrats isn't here, and that's causing problems because podium can't access that. Can it access something that's just a sibling? I mean, I'm doing that with other things, aren't I? Okay. So I wrote all of this and I'd like to be able to use it. But it doesn't find congrats. Because it's in a different scene. Just like so cause problems. Maybe not. It's declared but never used. Okay. So it's just because I think I accidentally ran the podium scene on its own. Which obviously wouldn't have the congratulations message. So I'm going to take that and put it here. We get congratulations. Better. Okay. So, with that information, if I'm here, I can grab player manager, call it players, activate so okay, I'll pass the information through the game manager. So there will be a func go to mini game or something. Void. Pass. And then funk on mini game finished. Take an argument of the victors of the video game as an array of strings. Oops. Then this will go to podium. After podium dot set vectors. Vectors. Should I stop? Yeah, I'll stop. There's only 3 people watching. Alright, sorry, I have to go. I will see you all next week. Thank you.